Hey-o, it's time for the Iowa Music Showcase. Welcome to Barnwired. Are you guys excited to be here?
Yeah.
Hey, a few of us are excited to be here for the Iowa Music Showcase, sponsored by Barnwired here in downtown Sigourney. We've got Lori and Joe King with us today. Excited to talk to you guys again and to hear some live music. Amanda, get on in here. Don't be shy. Don't overthink things.
I know, we're crammed in here.
We'll share a chair. How about that?
I'm good. That's fine.
I don't know if you can see me anymore, but we've got Amanda, the owner, and the boss lady of Barnwired. Amanda, what is happening today and this weekend?
Today we have lasagna, green beans, and garlic toast for lunch special. Our soup is cheeseburger chowder, and our sandwich of the week is the Monte Cristo. Otherwise, I really don't have anything. I was just trying to run around and get more chairs and tables. So,
Hey,
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
I was trying to make sure that there was lots of people here, so I put it out on Facebook early. So
You were
it looks like some of
promoting
our
good.
friends came. So
yes, awesome.
So Saturday, you got breakfast coming up tomorrow?
Yes, breakfast and lunch is served on Saturdays now. Breakfast you can have all day long, and we're open from 8 to 2 on Saturdays. So
Stop on in. Give it up for Amanda. She's always a little bit nervous.
I'm getting better.
You're getting better, though.
am.
You look like you had something else to say. Are you good?
No, I'm good. No, I'm good. I'm good.
We'll let
Thank
you squeeze out of here. Again, we're at Barnwired here in Sigourney for the Iowa Music Showcase. And Lori and Joe, how the heck are you guys doing?
oh man, been busy.
Yeah, it looks like it. And of course, we've done several radio interviews in the past.
We have.
But we're doing this now on Steve Shuttler Media. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube. And yeah, tell us a little bit about what's been going on since the last time I saw you.
Man, well, I don't know where to start, actually. We have been to North Carolina just recently.
All right.
We played at the World of Bluegrass in Raleigh, North Carolina for a week, and yeah, that was fun. And showcased our band there, the whole band, obviously. They're a little harder to get here, and I don't know that we'd have room for everybody
Yeah.
here. So, but anyhow, so we did that, and we've just been traveling around and releasing new music and trying to keep the wheels a turning.
Yeah, so now you guys, of course, you're playing it's just the two of you today, but as you mentioned, you've got a full band. Lori King and Junction 63 is your one project. You've got the other project, Midnight Country Blue Band, right?
Midnight Blue.
Midnight
country,
Blue.
Country band.
Oh,
No,
I
you
flipped
kind
the
of
words around.
I think you a little flipped around, but no, that's
It's midnight and it's blue.
That's right.
And it's
yeah.
country.
It all works. It all works. And yeah, some of our two-stepper friends are here actually today
Oh.
because we play tomorrow night at
Hey.
the Ottumwa Eagles, and
All right.
and so we're looking forward to being there with them and playing some country music for them. But
we might have to scoot some of the tables out of the way.
I
and,
know we might have
get a
to.
little
You
line
never
dancing
know.
going on.
Yeah, you never know.
I've been invited a time or two to come down for that.
Well,
I don't know
yes.
if my shoes here can do
I
any.
got on Chucks today, so I think you could probably dance. It'll work. It'll work.
You're actually going from here, and you've got a place to play here in Sigourney later on.
We do. We're playing at the Manor House for
Okay.
the residents there, and then we're gonna head on up to Oskaloosa and
Okay.
play at the Homestead there this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
So Joe and I perform as a duo, as we are today. We perform with both the bands, and then Joe teaches. He gives lessons on guitar, mandolin, banjo, fiddle, and sometimes bass. And so.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you want to learn anything, you go to Joe.
Well, anything that has strings now.
Strings.
Drums,
Saxophone.
no.
Probably clarinet. No.
Yeah. Air guitar.
Air guitar.
Sure.
I
Hey,
could-
you
yeah.
can give me an air guitar lesson later on.
All right. Yeah, we'll do that.
I tend to hit the wrong string when I play air guitar. But, we're hanging out with Lori and Joe. And as you mentioned, you got a full band, two full bands, really. Does anybody from your two different bands cross over to the other bands, or are they two totally separate?
Two totally separate. Two
Okay.
different kinds of music.
All right.
Two different. I guess what do you call them?
Genres?
Yeah, genres of
Yeah.
music, and yeah,
Okay,
it's good.
So yeah, and you guys are always staying busy. We're talking about your fiddle player, right? On the Junction 63 band. because I look at the promo pictures that you put out on Facebook, and I'm like, man, that girl is tall.
She's 6'3". Yeah, Joe said when we first met her, he's like, man, she's tall. I said, I know. But, it's a great conversation piece, so
Yes.
that's always fun. We like to tease her and tell her everybody looks up to her.
I would, I'm usually taller than most artists that I interview. I'm like 6'2", so I would even be looking up to her.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Sure.
She'd be taller than you then.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
That's interesting. Again, Lori and Joe King here on the Iowa Music Showcase. Let's see, what time is it? You guys want to do a tune?
Sure.
You're all ready to go here with your guitars in hand.
I think so.
And
yeah.
what song are you going to do for us
So
first?
I'm actually going to do a song that we released this summer.
Okay.
About the time that the corn was getting planted and growing. And we actually recorded a song on that project over there that's straight from the heartland that is called Watching the Corn Grow. Now, for all you farmers, I've heard that if you stick your ear down to where the corn stalks are at, that you can hear the corn grow. Is that true?
Neil?
Sure. Well, I did video record it one time, and the DJ I sent it to really got a kick out of that. So, anyhow. But I heard it was on the internet, so it must be true.
Exactly, everything is. But don't listen to those Facebook fact checkers. They'll
No.
probably get it wrong.
No. So we're going to do that first, Watching the Corn Grow.
All right, Lori and Joe King here on the Iowa Music Showcase.
Scarecrow standing in a field of corn, through every season, sun or storm, all day long staring into space. All he's got is time to waste, watching the corn grow, watching the corn grow. Young man flying down an old back road, going as fast as he can go, but he can't wait for time to pass by. But he don't know what time can fly, watching the corn grow, watching the corn grow. You can have both roots and wings. Time waits for no one, stops for nothing. World keeps turning round the sun. No matter how you get there, someday your time will come. No matter how you get there, someday your life is done. Young man sitting on a drop tailgate, thinking about his younger days, when most of his life spent all alone, next to a field with an old scarecrow, watching the corn grow, watching the corn grow. You can have both roots and wings. Time waits for no one, stops for nothing. World keeps turning round the sun. No matter how you get there, someday your time will come. No matter how you get there, someday your life is done. Young man flying down an old back road, going as fast as he can go. Scarecrow standing in a field of corn, through every season, sun or storm, watching the corn grow, watching the corn grow. Yeah. watching the corn grow, watching the corn grow.
Hey, Lori and Joe King here on the Iowa Music Showcase. Once again, they've got a new project out there called Straight from the Heartland, and that song comes off of that, right?
It does, and we've released about 5 of the singles of. It's actually an EP, which is 6 songs.
Okay.
But we went to the studio down in North Carolina and had some of our friends, Darren and Brooke Aldridge, who has been very influential in our music and supportive of us. And Darren produced it and sang and played on it as well. And so we're very, very proud of it. It's done well. It's been on the charts. About every song is charted on there. So
Very cool.
that's in over a 2-year span. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, I always get your email updates that you send
I
out.
try to keep everybody informed and educated.
That is very cool. Now, also I saw in one of those updates was, did you just put out a gospel project?
We did.
Okay.
We did. So a gospel song is on this actual CD.
Okay.
And we probably could do that if you'd like us to. Would y'all like to hear a gospel song today? Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we'll get to that. Now,
All right.
So is that you're saying that song is on this
Yes,
album? Okay.
yes,
All right.
Yeah. It was just a single that we released off of the
all right.
project.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're not a full gospel project.
No.
But, all right.
Nope.
All right. So now I got that cleared up.
Yes.
Now, speaking of, sort of a church type event, you've got an event coming up this weekend. What is
Sunday,
that? On Sunday.
on October the 15th, which is music's at 6 o'clock, 5 p.m. We're going to have a soup supper and fellowship time in Dowds, Iowa, at the Bethel Worship Center there outside of town. So if you'd like to road trip with us, or if you're just tuned in to Facebook, I'm hoping that there's some of our friends on Facebook watching as well. I tried to put it out there as much as possible. But anyhow, we're going to be at the Bethel Worship Center Sunday evening. 5 p.m. is a soup supper and fellowship time, and 6 p.m. some gospel music, and we'll probably play a few of the songs off of that project too. The songs are pretty family friendly that we put on this project.
Yeah.
So we've incorporated that even into our gospel sets
All right.
as well. So
I was going to say you're probably family friendly no matter what. you do.
yeah, for the most time, except when we're singing honky tonks with the country band. No.
I can't imagine you guys getting too out of hand.
Well, when we sing Hank Jr. family tradition, it's not really, that's pretty honky tonk.
Lori and Joe King hanging out with us. Now, I know when we've talked previously over the years, you've been very involved in the bluegrass scene here in Iowa. I can't remember. Tell me, you had an organization going at one point?
Yes, we did. So we had the Bluegrass Music Association of Iowa, and during COVID that dissolved. And so now we do what's called Lori King Productions, which is not a nonprofit organization. That's me and Joe pretty much. And we try to make things happen and keep things rolling and keep the music scene alive. Being full-time musicians in Iowa is often challenging because let's just face it, there's a lot of people who sometimes don't look at music as being a way to make a living. So unfortunately for them, we've made it happen pretty much. I mean, we're not, as you can tell, I'm not starving, I'm not hungry, and we're not homeless. So somehow we've made a living doing music. But
No, that's awesome. And there's a handful of folks here in Iowa that are doing it full time.
There
but
is,
not a whole lot. But as we always say, there is so much talent here in the state of Iowa that people just aren't aware of.
That's right.
You can say their name and people will be like, who? But so much talent.
well,
Now,
and we're guilty of that too. We don't know who everybody is. I
Yeah.
mean, we're out touring ourselves and performing, and so a lot of times, Joe says this the best. It's like it's a true testament to your success as an artist if you can't go watch other musicians play because you're busy working yourself.
Yep.
And we're very busy most of the time. So.
Now, as you mentioned, you've got Lori King Productions, and you have some stuff coming up. Now, you're always putting on, bringing in some bigger named artists.
Yes, we just had Jimmy Fortune here
And, of
last
course, he's
Friday
of,
night.
Of Oak Ridge Boys, or not Oak Ridge Boys,
Statler Brothers. Statler Brothers, yes. And he was fantastic. And that was last Friday night at the Knoxville Performing Arts Center.
Okay.
And then I have some other shows that I'm working on, but we do have confirmed the Malpas Brothers on March the 9th in Knoxville. And so people are anxiously waiting those tickets to go on sale. However, However, Lori has been busy and doesn't have time to sell tickets right now. So as soon as I can slow down for just a little bit, we're going to be in Cedar Falls next week. Of course, you saw our schedule for this weekend, and so we're on the road. This is day 2 of 5 on the road. So it's pretty hectic sometimes.
Tell me the duo. I know this. I know
Daly and Vincent.
Yes, Daly and Vincent. I was going to say I can see them in my head, but
Bluegrass rock stars, don't you know?
Man, but they're a big deal.
They are. They're members of the Grand Ole Opry, and we're working on finding a date for them. They're a little bit harder to pin down because they just have a lot on their plate.
Yeah.
They have a show on RFD TV every Saturday night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I just saw the Malpas brothers are going to have a show on RFD also. So that should be good. If y'all are RFD subscribers, you want to make sure you tune in for that.
Yeah, very cool. Let's jump into another tune here.
All right. So do we want to do the gospel tune?
Sure.
Let's do that one. I don't play on that one, and Joe does a nice job of playing on this song, and so I don't need to play guitar. As you can tell, I played this guitar like a bass on the last song. So.
All right. Well, take us to church on a Friday midday here. There's Lori and Joe King.
Everybody knows some sorrow, the up late crying kind of pain. No one gets by in this world without walking through a little rain. Sometimes plans don't work out, and sometimes friends will let us down. We reach out for hope in our lonely hour, but there's never enough to go around. No matter how dark the night, no matter how far from light, whatever our trials might be, oh, the good Lord said, come unto me. He will help to ease our burdens and help us bear our grief, lift us from the depths of sadness, and all we need is the faith to believe. No matter how dark the night, no matter how far from light, whatever our trials might be, oh, the good Lord said, come unto me. When we feel lost and torn apart, the Savior's love can comfort any broken heart. No matter how dark the night, no matter how far from light, whatever our trials might be, oh, the good Lord said, come unto me. Oh, the good Lord said, come unto me.
Great stuff from Lori and Joe King. Are you trying to make me cry?
Well, often I can't get through it without crying, so I'm was hoping that I didn't start leaking. I end up in a puddle a lot when I sing gospel music,
Yeah,
just
no,
so y'all know.
That is a very good song, and that's also off of the latest
off
EP.
Off of the project. We just released it a week ago. It will be on all the streaming platforms on November the 2nd. But, of course, we do have some of those for you sitting here in the audience
Yeah.
today. You could take one home with you and put it in your CD player. Don't
Awesome.
have to wait.
And you got your tip jar there too.
I do have a
That is
tip
a
jar
fancy
there.
tip jar.
Yeah, it is. It's a Cheetos bucket. Painted.
With a hole cut in the top of it, right?
I like it.
Hey, that's right.
Hey, on the radio we always did 5 random questions.
Oh, gosh, here we go.
Let's do 5 not so random questions. All right, we'll start. Let's see here. Let's start with Joe,
Good.
and then we'll go Joe, Lori, Joe, all right, whatever, however it ends up. Well, all right. Are you guys football fans at all?
Sort of.
Joe's like, no.
If the Kansas City Chiefs are playing.
All right. Well, this could work. Should Taylor Swift disguise herself if she's going to an NFL game? What are your thoughts on that? I know she's always a distraction
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I've.
because she's dating one of the Chiefs.
That's actually why I watched the football, is because I know she's going to be on there. So I don't know if I would want her to be disguised. I guess no.
Nah.
That's
All
a
right.
joke. I'm joking, but Joe King,
Yeah, he's joking.
a joke from
But
Joe
no,
King.
no, I wouldn't think she would need to be. I guess.
All right. Question
answer.
2. Halloween is coming up. Do you guys get dressed up for Halloween? I was going
Well-
to say, the question is, do you have the ultimate Halloween costume figured out yet?
No,
All right.
not at all.
Do you
We
have
have a
any?
dance that we're playing for at the Eagles on the 28th, so
All right.
I'm hoping that these people sitting over here that I know really well will come dressed up for it.
But you're not planning on it?
Oh, I don't know. I've dressed up like Dolly one time. That was pretty funny. That's a little hard to play the guitar with things sticking
Yeah.
out this far, though.
Question 3. Cottage cheese. This is really random. Cottage cheese goes best with what?
Nothing.
He hates it.
You don't like cottage cheese?
No. It makes me gag to even see people eat it.
Hey, Jim, can we get some cottage cheese out here?
No.
Do you like cottage cheese, Lori?
I do.
What
I
do
like
you
the
think it goes
peaches and
best with?
pineapple.
Okay.
Peaches and pineapple. And lasagna.
All right.
And the special's lasagna today. Just
Yes,
what I heard.
yeah, right
I
here.
wonder if she puts cottage cheese or ricotta.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I like. Nobody asked me, but I like cottage cheese with fish sticks.
Oh.
That's a weird combination,
weird.
but I've always liked it.
Okay.
Question 4, and I'm not sure who we're with right now. If you
Lori.
could live anywhere, which you guys have we mentioned where you live? You're in the Bloomfield Drakesville area. All right. So if you could live anywhere, where would you pick as your dream hometown?
Well, I would have said normally Nashville or Branson or something like that, but we've been to both of those places, and I've just come to the conclusion that I would probably just live right where we are. Being from the Heartland, it's definitely, obviously, straight from the Heartland is our project.
Yeah.
Just really is the home feel of that. And I recently wrote a song for the next project
Okay.
with my friend Becky Buller, who is a great songwriter, and we'd been to Nashville, and I was just telling her about how I like to visit Nashville, but I don't want to live there.
Yeah.
And it's great to go see all the hubbub and the bright lights and the neon signs, but I don't know that you could pay me much to walk down Broadway today. I mean, it's terrible.
Yeah.
There's so many people.
Yeah, it's
and
always
it
jam-packed.
just- Yeah.
And-
So anyhow, Drakesville.
All right, you'll stick right there in Drakesville. Question 5, what is the best TV theme song of all time?
Joe,
Oh, wow.
would you play him one?
No, I don't. I haven't really worked on any theme songs.
There's one you play all the time.
What's that? Oh, well, sometimes if I've got my guitar in the chair, like the other night, Friends came on and I played along with it.
All right.
It's in the key of A, if anybody's. But
So
So-
Friends.
I suppose that comes to mind, but there's been a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Lori?
I don't know. I guess I don't even really pay that much attention, to be honest.
I'd go with Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island? Yeah, I suppose.
Those are your 5 non-random questions.
Non-random, yes, non-random.
We're about 5 minutes away from noon. Again, we're at Barnwired for our Iowa Music Showcase here on Steve Shetler Media. And let's do our final tune. Now, you are going to be playing some songs
We are.
once we get done here and wrap things up, so you guys can enjoy here live and in person some music from Lori and Joe. But
Yeah.
let's do one more original for our viewing audience.
All right, we're gonna do another song off of the project.
All right.
This is was released earlier this year, like at the beginning of 2023. And speaking of Becky Buller, it was written by Becky Buller and a guy named Bill White. Now, Bill White, you might recognize from the radio scene. He had and that did the comedy or something. Bill White had a lot of a radio show in the Midwest. But anyhow, he's a great songwriter. And him and Becky wrote this song called "The Mercy of a Train." And so this song was number one for 3 weeks. It's been on the Roots Music Report chart pretty much all year. It comes off and on. So the DJs are loving it, and we hope you love it too. But this is called "The Mercy of a Train," and I'm gonna again play the guitar like a bass because that's what I play when I play bluegrass is bass.
Let's do it. Let's give it up for Lori and Joe King here on the Iowa Music Showcase.
My bag is packed, I'm leaving you today. That 3 p.m. to Denver's running late. The man who sells a ticket sounded nice. Maybe he could hear the tears in my eyes. I shouldn't be here when the sun goes down, but I don't know when the next one's getting out. All that I can say is it's hard to run away when you're at the mercy of a train. All I can say is it's hard to run away when you're at the mercy of a train. You came home looking for a fight, and if you think I'm mad, you're right. I shouldn't be surprised it got this bad. You never really did know what you had. I rang my mama on the party line. By now everyone in town will know my mind. On the platform bound your way, fed up I have to wait, 'cause I'm at the mercy of a train. Ooh, 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 ooh. All I can say is it's hard to run away when you're at the mercy of a train. All right, pick it, Joe. I see you must have found my goodbye note. Is that regret on your face or just the smoke? These roses almost border on romance. Go ahead, beg me for another chance. Okay, I'll take you back, but things must change if I'm gonna keep on wearing your last name. Another marriage saved by a timely delay, as we were at the mercy of a train. All I can say is it's hard to run away when you're at the mercy of a train. All I can say is it's hard to run away when you're at the mercy of a train.
Hey, Lori and Joe King here on the Iowa Music Showcase. Again, the songs you heard today are on this album, Straight from the Heartland.
Streaming. Most of them are streaming already.
Yeah, so get those online. As we always encourage people to download and buy the
Purchase,
music.
yes.
You can stream it, but you'd have to stream it about 1 billion times for
right.
these guys to make $1.
That's right.
So it's easier if you want to help them out in their careers to download and buy the music online. Or if you see them live and in person, buy a CD or any merchandise that they may
And
have.
junction63.com, you can order our music off of there and T-shirts. And I also have a new little platform, the Patreon platform. If you'd like to stay up to date on that, you can visit the website for that or visit my Facebook page. So.
All right. So Lori and Joe King, again, Lori King and Junction 63 and Midnight Blue Country Band.
There we go.
Did I get it right that
Perfect.
time?
Yes, yes.
make sure you follow them on Facebook and social media and online. Guys, that wraps it up for
I know, it went
for
fast,
the
didn't it?
yeah, it does. That
It
half
always goes
half
fast.
hour always flies by. But again, if you're here in the Sigourney area, stop into Barn Wired for some lunch. They've got lasagna for their special. Has anybody had the lasagna yet, or are you all waiting? Is it good? Very good, says Marie. So get in here, have some lasagna, or order off the menu. And we thank the folks here at Barn Wired for always sponsoring. We thank Lori and Joe for being here today. Hope to do this again sometime
Love to.
down
Love
the
to.
road.
Love to.
And thank you guys all for being here today. Give yourselves a round of applause and get in here to
Hi,
Barn
Facebook.
Wired. Thanks to Neil for running things behind the scenes. And we'll do this again next week with the Iowa Music Showcase on Steve Shuttler Media, live from Barn Wired. Now it's just awkward while we wait for Neil to hit the other button.